Glory to Jesus Christ. Today we celebrate commemoration of Holy Fathers of the Second Council of Nicaea. And for sure you are aware of that we commemorate this council twice per year, first Sunday of the Great Fast and now in October. And it is a little bit strange, maybe, because usually we don't repeat in the church cycle, this 1 year cycle of a liturgical year, we don't repeat the same event twice, except this event. And, well, I have to admit, it's not very clear for me why. Maybe I didn't study well. Maybe I was missing in the class at the time why it is. But I was thinking, it came to my mind when I was preparing that, why twice? And I think that I came with two conclusions for myself, which came from my thinking, not academics. I think that, look, if you look at this council, which was dedicated to defense of icons, look how almost the reason for this heresy, the reason for these troubles, this crisis in the church was this division upon icons, holy pictures. And it went so far that there were even martyrs who were defending this holiness and this veneration of icons. There were really, church was divided and people were going against themselves. Why? Because of icons. And look, don't take me wrong, I really, maybe it's a big issue for somebody, but I don't think there is something, a big problem in this. It was just about formulation, what was naturally came as a part of Christian faith, this veneration of holy pictures. Somebody attacked, and this conflict was growing so much that they were almost killing each other. And I think that this is very important for us to remember that. For sure that council was needed, and this definition of correct veneration of icon came as a part of teaching of the church through this council. And it stopped these problems, this crisis in the church. And I think this is very important for us to remember that. And to remember that from small things, big things can grow. And this is happening all time in the history of the church. That from small things, big crises can happen. And many times there are will or some kind of pride is in work and is not guarded. We can come with thoughts which can create division, difficult time in the church. And if we are not stopping that, it can become big crisis within several years. Within several years. And I saw it in my life, as a boy, so I was understanding that there are problems in some parishes because some parishes were using old calendar, some were using new calendar. So bishop at the time or the administrator he was pushing to adopt new calendar. For some people it was like the end of the world. The problem with using language in the liturgy, because in some parishes there were Old Slavonic, some parishes were using Slovak language. Old generation wanted Old Slavonic, young generation they wanted Slovak. Tensions, discussions, pain. We can be divided on very strange things. And Church came with this solution about this teaching about holy icons to calm down this division, to solve this division. And we are lucky because now we have a clear teaching, almost connected with everything. And everything what we need is to not become those who start the division, to do one thing, to really be attentive to the most important thing, and those are salvation of our souls. We can avoid many crises in the church. We can avoid many difficulties and divisions in the church when we keep this goal in our mind. When our interest will be everything what I want is salvation of my soul, this priority. And once we put this priority to our eyes, so nothing else will become important, worthy of really hard fighting, which causes many times divisions. When we are concentrated on this eternal destiny of our soul or our life, so we easily can uncover these temptations which can cause this division. So it's good that Church reminds us, at least I felt it this way, and I'm sharing this thought with you today. Because world as we don't belong to the world, as it was said in the Gospel today. We don't. Through baptism, we were taken out from the world, even we are still living in the world temporarily. If we want to be Christians, we will be hated by the world. And if if world hates us, world will always intervene in our lives, in the life of church, to bring divisions, conflicts. Because through this, world can take us back. Let's concentrate on our real life, which we expect in eternity. Let's keep in mind what is important, what should take our attention. When we start to do this, then we start to understand correctly commandments of the gospel. And if we see them clearly, then we become immune to all those temptations, impulses which want to bring division to our life.